What you doing, baby girl? Oi, oi, oi. Man, how's everyone doing, man? I hope you I should say, had. I was gonna say had, but it's still going on a good week. It has been it's been a good one, man. I uh, it's been a one of those weeks where I did a little bit of soul searching, which is nice. Um, so I hope everyone's doing well. I am. What did I work on this week? I don't remember what I worked on. I worked on something. Oh, I leased out a couple of my courses. Oh man, did some updates for things, and generally, started reading "You Can't Hurt Me" by is it David Goggins. I don't know. Um, it's really just been a nice week. As part of my sort of soul searching journey and working on mental health, I got rid of social media apps off my phone, which has been kind of nice. I still check social media, once twice a day on my computer, but I found myself spending so much time on social media that I started thinking that maybe it wasn't good for me. I tend to think that's the case. So, been making small changes like that, diet, health changes. So, anywho, how's everyone doing? Uh, Hopefully, I can answer some of your questions and help you succeed in your journey. I started watching Joshua Fluke again. For a while, I stopped watching Josh because I don't want to say he's negative, although I Joshua Fluke's a very interesting guy in our industry because I think he gives excellent advice, but also I think he's in a much better place now. I watched some of his videos recently, and he seems to be much happier and in a much better mental place. And I'm happy to see that for him. See, I've always liked his content. Just sometimes I felt like is going in a negative direction, but he's got to get that. He's got to get that. Got to get them clicks. Get that. Those sweet YouTube ad dollars. So I understand it. Uh, but yeah. So I'm happy to see that he's doing well and bought a house and second house. It kind of cracks me up how much crap people give that guy, and he's like over here owning 2 homes. It's like most people don't own 1 home. The homeboy is like 30, owns 2, and has a girlfriend he's building a life with. Meanwhile, all I got is dogs. Although I love these dogs. So I what are you doing, sweetheart? Hey, baby boy. So, but yeah. Let's see. Oops. It's been a good week at work. A lot of challenge, a lot of growth. So, hopefully, hopefully everyone's doing well. I've been doing a lot of mentoring. I have 5 mentees under my belt that I mentor, not at work, outside of work. Hey, I've been trying to be a better dog dad. So, yeah. Thinking of building a TypeScript course next. Hey, what are you doing? What's the matter, crazy? What's the matter, crazy baby? You nuts. Can you guys see through her eye like how nutty she is? All the crazies in the eyes. Everyone knows that. Okay. I get back up. Come on. Um, but yeah, man. Whew. What burnout does to your health? That's on LinkedIn right now. I've been seeing a lot of articles about burnout and like mental health lately. I don't know if anyone else has been. Um, I think people are hitting their limit of remote work. I've been doing it for over 2 years now, and I hit my limit about 6 months ago. And I think I naturally do very well with remote. Um, so we'll see. Who knows? Um, but I wonder. I wonder how many people are going to change. Um, any advice for first projects? Yeah, sure. So there's a couple of great first projects that you can make when getting your start. A CRUD application that's kind of like a back office tool where you're editing a form and updating a form, creating something new that's getting sent to the database, deleting something. A basic CRUD tool is a fantastic thing to have. It's also one of the more common for when like a take home project, one of the more common things you're going to build. So that's a fantastic thing. I'd highly recommend that. Having your own project as well, something unique, is is one of the cooler things. One thing I think a lot of aspiring developers suffer with is that their projects are things like calculators or like quote generators, which are great projects when you're learning. If that's all you have, fine. But go and build something new. Build something of your own with little to no direction. That's going to be how you're going to grow faster. It's also going to be how you're going to get noticed. So that'd be my advice. Um, how am I? I'm good, man. My girlfriend and I had a little bit of a rough patch. We broke up, and after about, I guess it's been about a month or 3 weeks, something like that, we got back together. Things are going very well with that. Uh, I've been, I'm happy, man. I had like a rough week of mental health, and um, so I refocused myself a little bit and said, "Hey, I think this is one thing that we have to get better at." Um, I think um, I think so often we want to call our victories sooner than they are. Um, you know, I could look at myself from a year back and be like, "Yo, the form of Dylan, the broken shell he was, no way in any shape or form am I that man." And that's good, but maybe there's still progress to be made. And so this last week or so, I had some inner looking and thinking about that, and that was really enlightening. Um, sort of changed my focus a little bit. Do I have time for? Yeah, of course. One thing I think a lot of people uh, don't realize is that at a certain point, you know, with your time, you start managing it different. The things that are important to me are not necessarily money anymore. Um, I make enough money, if we're to be frank, and my career has advanced to a point where I'm very content with it. I think I'm going to continue to try and advance, of course, but it's not going to be my sole focus. That's not what makes me happy. Uh, you know, um, it's a part of how I pay the bills, and I enjoy it. I love what I do, but and I plan to continue to grow, but there's diminishing returns, and when you're dealing with your happiness, you don't want to. That's not the path to take. So, you know, uh, am I a full stock developer? No, I do front end for Amazon. What you do if you finish front ends for code camp? Start applying for jobs and keep studying, building things. That'd be my advice. That's what I did. Worked out great for me. I've had a lot of friends. So I either want to go at, so there's sort of two paths in my career. It's sort of a tech lead path or a manager path. And I've had a lot of friends tell me that they think I should go back to school, finish my degree, or finish a degree, not even like a computer science degree, more of a management worthy degree. I don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon, but it wouldn't surprise me if I did it. I don't know that I ever will. But it is something that people suggest. I kind of want to be a teacher one day, so we'll see. I'm just happy to be in a place where I can and do it. Completely lost interest in front end after I started full-time back end development. Way better. Everyone's got their thing. I understand. How long should you spend to learn the basics of JavaScript? As long as it takes you. I mean, you can truly learn the fundamentals of JavaScript in an hour. I mean, there's crash courses on YouTube that's hour and a half, and it covers 90% of JavaScript. But I mean, that's the interesting thing about programming. It's a language. It's one of those items where it's not like, oh, hey, I learned the alphabet and now I'm a writer. Well, true, but can you write is a different scenario. Can you take the, what are there, 26 characters in the alphabet and become a professional? And the same thing is true for programming. Is Israel your name? I mean, it's my last name. You are a young dude. I mean, I'm 33. Actually, today I had the dude, this is so weird. I had the I have these guys who are coming to fix my grass and stuff like that. True Green. And guy knocks on the door. His first time being here, and he goes, "Are you the homeowner or are your parents here?" I was like, "No, I'm the homeowner." And he goes, "Oh, how old are you?" I was like, "I'm 33." And he goes, "Oh, you look 19." I was like, "Okay, how can I help you?" Like, it's so weird. Dude, are your parents here, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, I definitely don't feel like I look like I'm 19. I don't know, man. It was strange. I even had my beard and everything, man. What's going on? Like, look at these wrinkles, man. What 19-year-old has wrinkles? But yeah, that happened today. Yeah, I don't know. Like 19. I'll take it. I don't know. It was just such a weird thing to say. Cuz it's kind of like what was I supposed to do with that information? Be like, well, got to have your skincare routine. Like, I don't like, I'm a grown man. Brazil, huh? A lot of good MMA talent in Brazil, man. So Devil Dog, definitely you don't need to you don't need to worry about the 5-year experience. Getting your foot in the door is gonna be the hardest thing you're ever gonna have to do. You should just stick with it, and you'll make it happen, and then it'll get easier from there. Hitting on me? I'll take a compliment, you know? Whatever. Do I feel like a grown man? I think I do. I feel like I do grown man things. Um, I exercise, I eat right sometimes. I have a mortgage. I manage my money properly. I focus on being happy and healthy, and I don't know. I think I'm fairly grown, depending on what your definition of grown is. Um, I have a job. I have a career. Like I don't know. What is your definition of grown? I think I'm grown. It took me about 9 months of full time studying once I dropped out of school to land my first coding job. Any tips on investing? Not a financial advisor, but if you don't know, put it into like an S&P 500 ETF while you figure out how to invest in something more detailed. Just some on the side stream, give us a rundown of who you are and how you mentor. Well, I am a front end engineer at Amazon. I have released about 10 courses, maybe 15 at this point on multiple platforms. Um, I do front end. I'm a TypeScript guy. I've spoken at conferences and ran podcasts and guested on podcasts. I have this YouTube channel and Facebook group. Um, and I mentor about 5 mentees right now through Mentor Cruise. And I do these live streams now. I don't really put videos out on this channel anymore, just so that I can answer questions for people who are interested and give some of my input. So hopefully that helps. Again, not a financial advisor. I mean, you got your bills paid and got a place here in adult. I guess. Well, SQL is going to be good for the backend development, so that'll help you out there. How long did I code a day when I was learning to code? About 3 to 4 hours, and on the weekends I did about 8 to 14 on a Saturday or a Sunday. Got a job offer in Elixir, huh? Well, I don't know anything about Elixir, but I would tell you, if it's your first job, maybe take it while you look for jobs elsewhere. Have I got any military training? No. I'm a natural born killer. uh, Self defense. No. One day maybe the Peace Corps. When you were learning, do you ever feel the more stuff you were putting in your brain, the other stuff was coming out? Sure, man. I still feel like that. That's why you have to learn by reference. So many people learn, or when they learn, what they're basically doing is memorizing. Memorizing doesn't work. You have to essentially reference things so that you know that these things exist and look back. Why are you so needy right now? I know I was working all day today. Normally I take more breaks and spend time with them, but hey, what's up? Am I familiar with Azure? I mean, I'm familiar with Azure DevOps, if that's what you mean. Hey, what are you doing? And why are you so fucking nuts? She wants some attention. Enough. Hey. Oh my god. Hey, back up. Stop. Any advice when making connections during the pandemic? Yeah, man. I mean, meetups are starting to go on again. Doing that, and that's always a great place to get started. Um, I've met so many cool people from meetups when I first got started that I'm still friends with today. We don't talk every day, but like we've stayed connected. Um, and a lot of times people think you have to go to college to like meet people. You meet a lot of great people on meetups. And the great thing about going to a meetup is you're going to something other people are interested in. So it's like you already know you have something in common. So I haven't gone on a meetup in a while. Um, and not just because of the pandemic, but sort of as my career has progressed and I've focused my attention elsewhere. It's been something that I haven't maybe had the energy or the time or have put as high value on. But as I've been thinking about other ways to sort of keep myself busy and have fun, I've been thinking more and more about going to more meetups. I'm glad it helped you, Tika. Is it too late for you to make a career switch at 39? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's too late to make any sort of switch. All you really have to do is prove that you are a software engineer that just doesn't have resume experience yet. And you can do that with some great projects. You can, and by the way, the corporate route may not be what you want to do, but it's still a possibility. Maybe what you want is just maybe you enjoy it as a hobby. One thing I'd like to like bring up to a lot of people is that like freelancing, doing the corporate route, that may not be what you want, or you may think it's what you want, but what you may actually really like is having it as a hobby. Doing something for a living and doing it as a hobby are two different things, like two entirely different things. Um, so something to think about. Uh, how do I want to show my manager I want to learn more? Should I ask for more responsibility? Yeah, just ask. I think a lot of us suffer from just being direct, um, myself included. I'm not 100% great with this, but I would encourage you to just be direct and say, if especially in this domain where you're saying, "Hey, I want to take on more responsibility. I feel like I can grow more." And I haven't. And if you have suggestions, don't just go in there with a blanket statement. Like if you're doing front end and you start diving a little bit into DevOps, say, I was hoping to pick up some more DevOps tasks. So do that. What about your special outfit in your channel thumbnail? My special outfit in my channel thumbnail. What are you talking about? You talking about my photo? You talking about this guy? Where's Dolan? It's been a minute. I can't put any Dolan video. I actually took the other ones down just because, although I don't think there's anything wrong with it, you know, got to be a little bit more. Just want to be careful. That's all. One thing that I've always said is like, don't put anything out that if your father and mother were on the left and your boss was on the right, that you wouldn't feel comfortable watching in front of them. And there's one or two Dolan videos that that might not make me feel comfortable. Was there a faster way than a switch case? Um, I don't think you necessarily need to worry about if or a switch case is faster. Um, trying to go through an array of names, you might just I mean, so when talking about space-time complexity, you're talking about space or time. Um, so if you have a lot of names, maybe what you can do is you can turn it into a map, and if you have a reference name, just select it. It just kind of depends on your use case. Great work, Dylan. Followed you from the time you started. Proud of me, I guess. Thank you. As a beginner, I think HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is the place to go. Yes. I think for most jobs, you don't really need to know the insides and outs of data structures and algorithms. But as you go and you work at higher level sort of tech companies, they're going to be a larger focus on that during the interview process. I'm hearing so many people saying don't go into web development because it's saturated. What do you think about this statement? What are you going into in software engineering if it's not web development? That'd be my question to you. And how is it saturated when there's more demand and not enough? There's more supply than there is demand. So yeah, took Dolan out to pasture. So hey, Joseph. I think what people struggle with is getting that first job. I think there's a lot of junior developers for end companies want nothing but senior. But what ends up happening is a lot of mid and lower level companies can't afford true senior developer prices. Um, and so they open themselves up to experienced junior devs. And that's how you sort of land your first role typically. Yeah, machine learning falls more into data science though. How's your work coming along at Amazon? Still having to have those calls with coworkers to help you. I'm still needing help at my place. I have one buddy I talk with like almost every day, and it's like sometimes it's just to bounce ideas off of him. He's brilliant. But generally saying no, I can for the most part. I'm self sufficient, so I'm working a normal schedule. For a while, I was working till like 9 at night because I was starting my day at like 11, so I'd have more overlap because I was feeling very self conscious about not being productive enough. I feel much better now. I feel like I'm doing my job well, and I think when you start a new job, you want to make sure you're doing well. So, do I need help? Yeah, sure. Everyone needs help. um, Told Dolan about the rabbits and the flowers. I sent flowers to my girlfriend's work the other day. Um, just cause, just cause she's wonderful. Sometimes you gotta just let her know that you're thinking of her. Yeah, it's great to. It is nice to be surrounded by people who are brilliant in their own right. When did you describe this, man? Oh no, you saw this eye candy and just auto hit the subscribe button, and you couldn't you couldn't help it. Um, I've been playing a lot of Beat Saber also. No, it's the same girl, not a new one. Uh, Do I have any advice about machine learning? I don't really. All I can tell you, you appreciate the ultimate resources list. I've been meaning to add a couple things. I've had some friends at work have shared some great resources, and I just haven't got around to it. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but I can just tell you she has a lot of great opportunities. She's very early on in her career too. So uh, if it's something you're interested in, it's a good thing to be interested in. Make a playlist of machine learning. I don't know anything about machine learning. Here's the thing, guys. I tell you everything I know. I don't just make videos on shit I don't know. You know who does that? Siraj. Siraj will have Siraj, I'm sure, has tons of videos of stuff he doesn't know anything about that you can go watch. I tell you, I tell you the stuff I know and I share it. Um, you know, and it makes me better and know it more in depth, but I don't do things on things I don't know about. Sorry. Also, I don't make videos anymore. I do these live streams to help talk, shoot the shit, kill some time. Uh, but you know, that's what I do, man. Also, I have no interest in learning data science. Hey, Willie. I have been thinking about going and treating myself to a luxury car for a little while. I keep thinking about it, man, and it's like I know I shouldn't. Um, I'm saving money to buy a house, but like a nice car, I don't need it. My car is got 33,000 miles on it, but like you start thinking these crazy things. Tesla, nah. I was thinking of BMW X5. I'm not gonna get Tesla for a while. Um, how do you get inspired again, Gaber? So, first thing I would start saying as someone who's dealt with burnout, is to really try and figure out what's causing it. Is it that you're sick of where you work? That's a possibility. Is it that you want to try some new technologies, try something new? Is it that there are things in your personal life that's impacting your work? As somebody who went through some mental health issues last year, my me enjoying my job was not something I did for easily 6 or 9 months, and it wasn't because there was anything wrong with my work. Um, it's just hard sometimes when you're at that point in your life to go to work and to care when your anxiety's through the roof, you're depressed, you're sad, you don't care, but you do it anyhow. So start trying to figure out the root cause, and it could just be that you're ready for a new adventure, but it could be something else also. Don't deal with the symptoms, deal with the root cause. Why don't you make videos anymore? It's not the best use of my time. Doesn't make me um, the most money. It doesn't make me. I don't have anything left to share. Uh, I've made close to 1,000 videos, and I've shared everything that I have that I know, and now I build courses on a few things, and like I do some mentoring and do some things that are have a higher return for me in my career and financially, and it's just like I don't have much left to give. I've given it all. I really have. Um, so right now, what I want to do, and it's part of the reason I stopped doing the podcast as well as YouTube videos, is I want to I want to enjoy life a little bit. Well, I'm still going to be working on things and going on podcasts, building courses, and doing mentoring, but um, I'm much more interested in me than I am in money. So if I'm going to spend time making money outside of work, it's going to be on things that interest me or are going to benefit me in other ways. So I'm glad you like the podcast, man. But yeah, I mean, I truly don't. I'd rather build a course before I'd rather put videos. Yeah, and so like Malagus, there's not enough hours in the day. I'd rather spend time with my dogs. I'd rather spend time with my girlfriend. I'd rather spend time mentoring. Um, building a course, advancing my career. Driving my BMW X5 to my 2,400 square foot house as an Amazon engineer. 2890, but who's counting? Yeah, man. One thing that I do things that I want to do now. Um, there's nothing I have to do except show up to work Monday through Friday and occasionally on the weekends when they need me. Um, and I do things I want to do, not things that I don't outside of work. And I don't have anything left to share. If I did, I'd share it. And I think there is. So here's the thing, guys. I think there is power in knowing when to quit something and walk away. That's a very powerful thing. Overstaying can be something that can break you, and you may not be proud of what you leave behind because you may not be proud of who you are, and it's okay to quit things. Was I to do a podcast and a YouTube for the rest of my life? So, when will a software engineer job be obsolete in your opinion? It's not even something you can put a point of reference on because you're just throwing numbers out. There's nothing to show. There's nothing to showcase that software engineers can be obsolete. So you're just throwing things at a wall. You could say 50 years, you could say 100 years. Could be either one. Based off nothing. It's based off nothing. So it's not a question you can answer. Can turn into the new Boston disappear. The new Boston came back. How's this channel doing, actually? I'm curious. I know he started releasing stuff again. The new Boston looks young. He's back. Yeah, he came back like a couple months ago. Maybe like 3-4 months ago. He's putting out content. Yeah, people do ask, hey, when will software be obsolete? Or like, hey, is the industry that's one of the fastest growing and has the hugest supply to demand differences? Like here's the thing, guys. Like, is it saturated? Do you think they're paying people 6 figures because there's so many people? There's just so many people that they have so many options of software engineers that they, for whatever reason, they just want to pay 6 figures for roles. So the dreaded dev restarted his channel. Really? Whatever. Has he talked about why he canceled his channel? I've always been curious. I had my idea. I think he probably said some stuff and did some ratchet stuff on his channel that he he couldn't do. So I don't know. I'm curious. Hopefully he's having fun and doing it, enjoying himself. So I don't know what to say. Hopefully that's better. All the goats coming back. Didn't know I knew about him. Yeah, man, way back in the day. Him and what the hell? I back. So I mean, I don't know him. It's just one of those things where I know of him. Uh, I couldn't even tell you if Coding Face still has a channel at this point, but uh, oh, yeah, he does. Streamed 2 hours ago. Good for him. Uh, but yeah, Eric would always tell me about what Coding Phase is talking about, and like I didn't really care, but like he wants Eric likes the juicy YouTube gossip in the coding space, and so like he'd share it and like um we chat a little bit, and I remember telling me about dreaded dev and all that jazz. So looking good, thanks, man. I'm trying. The code gang. Why's everything got to be a code gang? Why's everything got to? You got the pizza gang, the code gang. Uh, Speaking of pizza, that might be an idea for tonight. I haven't had dinner yet. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Walden Mac. I think I've never watched any of Coding Phase's videos or Dreaded Dev videos. I think I've watched maybe 15 seconds of both that like Erica sent me. But I think I wish him both the best. Listen, man, it's hard creating content. And it's not a lot of people put stuff out in hopes of just being, sharing and growing, and like, you're typically not going to get rich overnight. So most of these guys that are throwing stuff out there, I know Coding Phase has this whole like website and all that sort of stuff, and sells courses, and I'm sure he does very well for himself. But um, it's not an easy thing to do, to spend all that up and put the time, effort, and energy in, and do that. So, um, do I think UI or UX is more important? I mean, honestly, it's a different thing. I couldn't even tell you which one's more important or which one has more emphasis, because I group them together, and that could just be my own lack of knowledge in that domain. So, you know, it's been a while since I've ordered from Little Caesars. The Little Caesars is fire. The most efficient way to learn coding is to build something. Build your own thing. Do a crash course and just start building something. It's going to take a little bit of creativity. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but to build something is always the best way to learn coding. You got any deals on here? Let me see. Limited. I don't see any limited time. Limited time offers. Extra most bestest thin crust pepperoni. Yeah. Is the thin crust any good at I don't know. I don't remember the thin crust being very good. Does anyone remember if the thin crust is any good at, at Little Caesars? That's what we really need to talk about, man. It's better than Domino's, Papa John's Pizza. All those places thin crust suck, though. But you know what? We'll give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? Get that deep dish. The deep dish is fire. And so is, dude, there's just like so much good stuff. The stuffed cheesy bread, whoo! The extra most bestest stuffed crust, dude, the cheesy bread itself, bro. I'm telling you, man. Oh, and the ranch, if you haven't had the ranch at Little Caesars, best ranch in the game. Hands down, the best ranch in the game is Little Caesars Ranch. And if you get Domino's, the only thing that you have to get is the pan pizza. The pan pizza at Domino's, whew, that's where it's at, son. Best ranch in the game. All right, 1 second. I gotta get my card. I'm about to order pizza. Man, it's a godlike cheesy bread. Not playing around, man. What do you think of the Attack on Titan final episode? I mean, I think we all know it's not the final episode. So, but I mean, I thought it was great. I liked the sort of juxtaposition between what's happening, like how this season started and how it's ending. So like I think that's dope because I think they nailed it. AOT is overhyped? No, definitely not. Definitely not. That's a false statement. We're gonna have to fact check that, and it turned out to be. Although this season I felt like was kind of rushed. I don't feel like it was as good as it should have been. Yeah, like I feel like, and like, but you know what? You know what, man? It's I feel like they could have done a better job with the season, but not because it was bad or anything. I just felt like it was rushed. But it's not bad. Dude, the first episode of this season where they're dropping Titans from the sky, I was like, I am like, what else do you need to see? Like, I'm about it. Like, let's go, baby. Everyone's gonna get it. Like this season. I was so hyped, dude. So hyped. I was I was talking to this girl at the time we watched anime, and like I could not stop texting her about it. I was like, "You gotta get on it. You gotta get on it, man." Uh, dude. Oh man. Yeah. Um, it's overhyped. I don't think so, man. I really don't. I will agree that I don't think the final season is as good as the other seasons, but it's fire still. Like, yeah, man, I'm loving it. VM or Docker, I don't have any opinion on it. Not educated enough in that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Fire. Absolute fire. Dude. I'm excited for what do you call it? I don't like Doctor. It's not that I don't like Doctor Stone. Doctor Stone is just a very mediocre anime. I love the premise of it. If they make a Doctor Stone, if they make a Doctor Stone video game that has a building mechanic and an RPG, it would be absolute. Like it would be like Dark Cloud. If you guys ever played Dark Cloud on the PlayStation, it'd be so fun. That's what I hope happens. But Doctor Stone's like one of those things. It's like if there's really nothing on, I'll go watch the next season of Doctor Stone. But I haven't watched season 2 yet. I haven't seen Promised Neverland. Seven Deadly Sins is probably one of the worst animated series I've watched, at least the last couple of seasons, and it's not very good. I just watch it at this point. I'm just watching Seven Deadly Sins because I watched the other seasons, and I haven't enjoyed it for quite a while. Jujutsu Kaisen it's great. Yeah. So yeah, Seven Deadly Sins is. Hey, big boy. Sword Art Online. If you'd like the first 12 episodes, the first half season of Sword Art Online is all you ever need to watch. Just stop then. If they did the first 12 episodes, hey, Gator. Gator. Hey, be jumping up, crazy dog. Dude, yeah. Hey, enough. No wolf. No wolf. Dude, the first season of Seven Deadly Sins was fine. After that, it's all been downhill. And the animation this last season, it was like, yo, we're gonna wrap this season up, but we're on a budget. Gator. All right, guys. I know you're protecting the house, baby girl. Oh God. Okay, you saved me. Thank you so much. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get my pizza. I wish you all the best. Hey, you keep woofing, you're not gonna get any pizza. Have a good week. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. Be merry. Work hard. Plan for your future. Plan for your mental health. Definitely important. Plan for your happiness. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.